My name is Roy MacMullin, Monsieur le Maire, conseiller et conseillère.
Your Worship, councillors, I truly appreciate the opportunity to speak to you this evening.
Much the other people that have been talking here tonight, I feel very, very proud to be among them. I represent post-carbon Greater Moncton, and I am a tree hugger as well. And I'm also, although I really can't say that I actually have hugged a tree in the last, well, 20 years, but I love trees, okay. I am also involved in energy, and that's basically what I want to talk to you tonight about, is that a school typically lasts 75 years, and if we would renew it, it would last another 75 years. Our present system of education relies upon carbon fuel to get our students from home to the school. We have proven oil resources for about 35 years in the world. And that demand for fuel is increasing as the population increases. Today, the price of fuel is, the oil is about $126 for Brent crude. And that's what we purchase here in Atlantic Canada. So that's about 5 times higher than it was 10 years ago. And what does the future hold for us? We don't hear anybody talking about that, but that's a concern to me. Will we be able to transport students from Shediac, Capellet, Saint-Antoine to this school in Moncton? Or what's our plan B if we don't have the fuel in X number of years out the road? And I think that's a very, so if, and from what I've heard, that we're seeing that one of the principal rationales for this, taking it out to this location, is that we are going to have all these students coming to this, and it's a better location. Well, what happens when we aren't able to physically bring them in here because we don't have the fuel? And that becomes a question, is then all of a sudden these other 50+% of students in the Moncton area will have to be bused out to this school. So is that going to be a good location for a long period of time? I guess in my regards, the answer is no, it's going to be a very bad location. So if we are going to retain bricks and mortar schools, at least if we were going to have a school within the city area here, that we would be able to integrate a bus system within the schools or within the city to provide that transportation. So that's basically what I have to say is that in addition to all the other reasons and all the other good ideas that have been brought up by the community tonight, the whole concept of our world is changing. And if we do not look in a very forward-looking vision, if we don't have a vision for what's going to happen in the future, then we are really going to be just like taking that $75 million and throwing it out the window. So, I say this all at a bit of a risk to myself, because the last time I mentioned this, I was a similar sort of speech to some group, and I was reported in the transcript as being a Cassandra-esque figure, and I had to look it up in the on the internet, because I admit that I don't recall all those things from back in school, but apparently she was very beautiful, and so I guess that's a good thing. Now, the other thing was that she was able to predict the future, but there was a curse on her such that nobody would believe her. So I'm hoping, against all hope, that I've made this presentation simple enough, and so that you will all be able to understand it and take action on that. So thank you very much.